This is bad. Prepare yourselves. Spoiler alert. Ben Shapiro is a terrible human being.
Spoiled pickled pineapple. Spoiled. Has to be bad.
1942 World War II war ration pickled pineapple.
Of those when I went through puberty. Honka honka, we're all gonna die. Anyway.
For sure.
God bless America if you love her.
Oh, good Lord. Cory Booker, who once ran for president. I know you forgot about that. He actually did. He ran for president, and he...
Did his head get smaller or does yarmulke get bigger?
Both.
Totally flamed out because he's a big weirdo. And Cory Booker has been a big
hair got smaller.
weirdo for a long time. As I've said before about Cory Booker, he is the least authentic politician perhaps I have ever seen. I call him Mr. Potato Head because in his back pocket, he has angry eyes. And every so often, in the middle of a speech, he will go, take out, Mr. Potato, take out your angry eyes. He'll take out his angry eyes and there was...
What the... Oh my God.
There's a lot of that yesterday because he spoke for...
Brother, dude, this is a snuff film. What is this? What? Why is he acting like this? Why is he acting like this? Is he like... Is this what his content is now?
This like is Billy Joel now.
Where he's like doing face... God. Like he's doing like face work? Like physical comedy face work? Like, is that what we're up to?
He's been in movies, Mikey. He's an actor now.
Right. I forget.
Are those Velcroed on eyebrows?
He looked he is the most potato head looking motherfucker I've ever seen.
No, those are his real actual eyebrows.
All his shit looks detachable.
Living furry caterpillars. That's what those are. They're just holding on to his face.
Oh my God.
For 24 hours. He spoke for 20. He wasn't filibustering anything, by the way. This isn't Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, where he's filibustering a bad piece of legislation. This is Mr. Potato Head Goes to Washington, where he decides to set a record in the Guinness Book of World Records for jabbering for the longest period of time. Apparently, the question everybody was asking, of course, was the Mike Mulligan question, how does he poop? The answer, apparently, is that he dehydrated himself. He talked about this, that he didn't eat for like a day before, and then he stopped drinking maybe 10 hours before, so he was totally dehydrated.
No.
And
he stopped eating on Friday and stopped drinking 24 hours before.
Yeah.
He went like 3.5, 4 days without eating.
Get your facts right, Ben.
And then he stood there and he spoke, and Democrats were like, this is amazing. It's just amazing. That man stood there and he spoke for 24 hours.
Ben, have you seen your channel? Never mind.
No,
24 hours. He just stood there and he spoke. That's true heroism. And every human being on planet Earth.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
Brenna in the chat.
Well, I have like a friend of my spouse's who speaks like that, and they're really annoying. And that's really what it was. So here was Mr. Potato Head. He popped in those angry eyes and ranted about Trump for like 24 hours.
To call to the conscience of this nation,
a shitty administration.
Say, I will not stand for another American to lose their health care for a billionaire. I will not stand for another veteran who's dedicated to stopping the suicide of other veterans to lose their job. I won't stand for the air quality in my community to be made worse because they're letting polluters pollute more. I won't stand for the collective assaults on the Constitution by a man who even the highest judge in our land, a Republican-appointed judge, said stop threatening and bullying other branches of government. When is it going to be enough? My voice is inadequate. My efforts today are inadequate to stop what they're trying to do. But we, the people, are powerful. We are strong. We have changed history. We have bent the arc of the moral universe. And now is that moral moment again. It's the moral moment again.
I'm adding Booker to this because he played enough Booker.
We need you now. God bless America. If you love her, if you love your neighbor, if you love this country, show your love. Stop them from doing what they're trying to do for almost 20 hours. We have laid out what they're trying to do. 20 hours. I want to stand more.
Look at him. He's like, Ben's trying not to be inspired. He's like, that's not true. I don't even like America. Like,
first of all, to disprove Ben's point, his own point, how could that be disingenuous? How could you can see the passion in Cory Booker.
He doesn't know what that is.
Yes.
And yes,
he doesn't know what it feels like, Tim.
He's not filibustering a specific bill.
Nope.
He's just filibustering an administration.
Yep.
Because it's not a single act that's just bad.
And
all of it is bad.
And Ben did not point out that his record-breaking filibuster broke the record of probably the most famous congressional segregationist, Strom Thurmond.
Yeah, a horrible person.
So Cory Booker, a black man, broke the record of a racist.
I'm sure that racist loved Ben and his family.
Yeah.
And I will, but I'm begging people, don't let this be another normal day in America.
Oh, good Lord. He went for a little over 25 hours. The reason he went for a little over 25 hours, again, like, slow clap for that ridiculous performance by Cory Booker.
Hey, I think Ben Shapiro lost the speed off his fastball. He's not talking like a rabbit anymore. Interesting.
Affably bad performance by Cory Booker. It is like watching a horrifyingly bad high school version of Jimmy Stewart and Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, and then everybody cheers at the end. The reason he went for 25 plus hours, by the way, is because he wanted to actually outdo Strom Thurmond's 1957 filibuster against a civil rights bill. So he did do that. So I guess congratulations for talking for a super long time, politician who says nothing for a living. That's really...
Brother. You don't feel that self-burn right there? Like...
So
inspiring.
I will say this to Ben Shapiro's point. A professor of mine wrote a book about Cory Booker when he was the mayor of Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah.
And Cory Booker is known to do performative stunts. However, performative or not, you could literally feel the passion coming off of Cory Booker.
In waves.
Like, the man was about to cry because of democracy. Like, you don't stand up for 25 hours without pooping. And not
see Donald Trump not poop for 25
right.
hours.
You can't go 25 minutes.
I want to see Ben Shapiro do that shit.
I mean,
like, Cory Booker literally sacrificed his body for an entire weekend plus one day, just so that he could, for 25 hours talk about how terrible Trump is, because it's true.
It doesn't matter if it's true, Tim. I'll just mock it. You know.
He did the things that Democrats and liberals wanted a Democrat to do. To stand up and say, hey guys, we're not going to fucking deal with this anymore.
We're not going to take it anymore. We're mad as hell.
We're not going to take it. No.
It's Quiet Riot time.
Inspiring stuff. By the way, Cory Booker, we should note, was an opponent of the filibuster. He's an opponent of the filibuster because he thinks the filibuster is a Jim Crow holdover. But now when he's doing it, when he's doing it, it's totally great. If that sort of thing is your bag, I suppose that you know, good for you. By the way, this is an amazing way for senators to actually make a name for themselves. Obviously, we've seen this in the past. Senator Rand Paul did a
Twisted Sister. Thanks, my bad.
Really long filibuster with regard to the droning.
Had a little shadow back there,
like I don't think that was right. Citizen years back. And Ted Cruz, of course, did a filibuster against Obamacare. And now you have Senator Cory Booker doing this because he, of course, has presidential aspirations to grab the leadership of the party. And there's nothing at the top of the Democratic parties. They're treating this as though this is some act of tremendous self-sacrifice that he didn't have to cath himself for 25 hours or something. According to the New York Times, Senator Cory Booker, his voice still booming after more than a day spent on the Senate floor railing against the Trump administration, on Tuesday night surpassed Strom Thurmond for the longest Senate speech on record in an act of astonishing stamina that he framed as a call to action. Astonishing stamina! Because he stood for 24 hours and yelled at the wall.
Well, Ben's only like, what, 4'8"? So, you know, he doesn't really have to worry. But when you're a big old dude like Cory Booker, it's hard to stand up for all day.
balls. Wow. Good for him. I'd like to introduce him to my toddler daughter who can do precisely the same thing. I've seen her basically stay awake for 24 hours yelling at us. It's happened. So good for Cory Booker, equaling the achievement.
Did you feed her?
Did you let your kid stay up for 24 hours
what
straight?
The hell?
I feel like that's...
You can't get your kid down for a nap?
You suck as a parent.
Man, you need to... Do you need help?
Of every small child who won't go to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning and is caterwauling about missing her Barbie. Mr. Booker, a New Jersey Democrat.
Whoa. Barbie's woke, brother. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Barbie didn't
he did a whole thing. He did a whole
burned the Barbie.
Like, can we also point out that Cory Booker stayed on target for 25 straight hours? He actually talked about the topics. He didn't read a book. He didn't like gather on about useless stuff until read emails. Read emails, whatever. He stayed on target.
No, I'm saying he read emails from people.
Oh, yeah, from his constituents. So, he read we call them legislative intakes.
So, but like from what I understood, like I only watched the last couple hours of it, but anyway.
No, presidential candidate.
Sorry. if you watched it all, he did have binders of just like talking points. Like he had his poor staff had to fill out hours and like 25. He said he had enough for 36 hours worth of material for him to talk about. Mm-hmm. Like it was a lot.
Yeah.
That is so much talking. It's ridiculous.
That's too much.
Began his speech at 7 p.m. on Monday, vowing to speak as long as he was physically able. Oh, the hair was... Oh, you God bless America. In a show of physical and oratorical endurance.
Mocking America?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He lasted past sunset on Tuesday. Assailing President Trump's cuts to government agencies and crackdown on immigration, he ended his speech at 8:05 p.m., 46 minutes, after eclipsing Mr. Thurman's 24-hour, 18-minute filibuster of a civil rights bill in 1957. So congratulations to two Democrats on really, really long filibusters. He finished by quoting John Lewis, the civil rights hero and congressman. He said of Lewis, he said for us to go out and cause some good trouble, necessary trouble to redeem the soul of our nation. I want you to redeem the dream. Let's be bold in America. And then he said to...
Man, his content sucks, dude.
He knows about the Democratic Republican flip flop that happened, right?
Yeah.
No, but they pretend that was never a thing.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
they pretend that the Republican Party was always the way it was.
Yeah.
And the Democrats went from being racist to being woke.
Communist.
Yeah.
Liberal douches.
But they never explained that when the Democrats were the segregationists, the Republicans were the liberals.
Yep.
Lincoln was a liberal. He was a liberal Republican.
The Republicans were liberals.
Hate him is wrong. He's talking about Strom Thurmond. To hate him is wrong. Maybe my ego got too caught up that if I stood here, maybe, just maybe, I could break this record of the man who tried to stop the rights upon which I stand. I'm not here, though, because of his speech. I'm here despite his speech. So, I mean, he clearly was aiming at like, oh my gosh, Guinness Book of World Records. Here is your certificate.
What's your Guinness Book of World Records? Thickest eyebrows?
No.
Mr. Booker, you can put it right there on your wall, next to the guy who made the largest card house.
Worst
just
mustache.
Really impressive stuff. We'll get to more on this in a moment. First,
so you got an in-ear fucking monitor for solo shit you're doing by yourself?
Yeah, he's got a producer, Mikey.
He's got
and several cameras.
Yeah. This is a top-notch operation he runs here.
This is why they're fucking bleeding money. Like, look at how overproduced this Kyle Kulinski.
Are they losing money?
Oh yeah, they are drowning. Daily Wire is on the ropes right now.
Yeah, because nobody gives a shit about their content.
Of glory. Democrats looking for a moment. They are just beyond stunned by the bravery. Senator Adam Schiff.
What great acting. He should be in movies. Oh wait, no one likes you.
Another gigantic
should be a soundbite.
I don't know if I want him on my computer.
Gigantic intellect of towering proportions. He of California. He got up to call Booker a towering intellect, which yeah, my dude. I'm gonna go no on that one. It's a no from me, dog.
Ooh.
Here's Adam.
He called the black man stupid.
Yo. Now you're hip. What is this? And I was it was yo lit, fam. Like, what the fuck? Stop. What?
Skibbity too breezy.
Skibbity toilet, am I right?
Chef.
Yep.
I thank you for being here.
Hello, fellow cool kids.
God, I just want to point out that the senator behind Schiff is Senator Blumenthal, and he could not look any older in that fucking still right there.
Well,
that man looks ancient.
That's how you draw an old person.
It's four faces stacked on top of each other.
He's one of my senators.
He definitely looks like
he's
got an extra face that's scrunched up above his face. That's what it looks like, right?
I know. He looks like one of those bulldogs where if you like unwrinkle his face.
That's Elrond.
Yeah.
That's who that is.
Senator Booker always
He's from the first age.
knew you were a towering intellect and a phenomenal and passionate speaker and advocate, but I did not know your stamina until today.
I got to get out of frame.
I have so many jokes right now. So many.
Say 'em.
Let's hear them.
Say 'em.
Jokes.
Do it, bitch.
And I will not tell any of them.
Oh,
you tease.
None of them are funny, and they're all racist as fuck.
I would love to hear you tell.
How black is Cory? Nope.
How black is he?
Chuck Schumer. So what they would do is every so often they would toss to one of the Democrats in the crowd to give him a round of applause. And in the meantime, according to the New York Times, Mr. Booker's staff members jumped into action. Kleenex for dabbing sweat from his brow was replenished. My God. It really is just impressive. Just so impressive. Like D-Day, basically. A fresh binder, thick with printed material, was placed on the podium. A binder with printed material. Can you believe it? Representatives who had crossed the Capitol from the House filtered in, drawn by the spectacle. They arrived, lingered, departed, each bearing witness to the endurance test unfolding. I love the New York Times.
Kay says, Mr. Dry-Ass P-Word got jokes about stamina.
Writing here. Honest to God, who wrote this totally crappy piece? Seriously. I want to name, this is a 3-author article, so I just want to name all 3 authors of this poetic nonsense. Tim Balk, Mike Ives, and Matthew M. Polk Big. I would really like for you guys to take a bow. I'd like for you to take a bow. Really solid stuff. Mr. Thurman had sustained himself by sipping orange juice and munching on bits of beef and pumpernickel. It was not clear if Mr. Booker had eaten anything on Tuesday, but 2 glasses of water rested on a desk in front of his lectern. He had prepared for the speech by fasting for days, he told reporters on Tuesday night after the...
Oh my God. Okay, I think we're done here.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. He's so dry-ass P-word. Like, I just can't even...
Yeah.
So, since he played so much Cory Booker in his little clip here, we're also gonna grade what we saw of Cory Booker.
Okay.
So, we'll do Ben first, because we gotta talk about.
Look at that.
Icky?
Look at that conviction.
The content. Ben Shapiro's content.
He's a garbage machine. F.
And he's balding.
Is that what the?
I think so. Yeah, like I said, he's got way less hair. That's what you're noticing, Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
It makes both the yarmulke look bigger and his head look smaller because he's got way less hair.
I think he scooted it up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it's usually more towards the back of the head, but he done crept it on up to the... got that sunroof poking. It's okay.
So, F for content?
Yeah.
Delivery. Ben Shapiro's famous delivery.
Oh my God. Well, actually, I would normally give him an F, but I think he's getting a D because he doesn't talk like a rabbit now. Yeah. It's better than it used to be.
He, for someone who claims that the New York Times is being overperformative and that Cory Booker is being overperformative, he is very overperforformative.
No, he's not, Tim. Yeah. Why would you say that? Hold on, let me play the beginning here. No, he's not.
Out because he's a big weirdo.
Where's the hand gestures with the pop in his eyes in? Where is it? Oh, come on. Where's the Mr. Potato Head pop in the eyes in thing? Damn it.
Thought it was right early.
And he totally flamed out because about Cory Booker. He is the least authentic angry eyes. And every so often, in the middle of a speech, he will go,
what's that accent?
Mr. Potato, take out your angry eyes. He'll take out his angry eyes and
Oh, God. Can that be the thumbnail of this video in the future?
Angry eyes.
Mr. Potato, take out your angry eyes. I'll take out his angry eyes.
All right. I have so many questions. Does Mr. Potato Head English? I was fairly certain it was an American toy.
Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha.
Angry eyes. Angry eyes.
There we go. Yes.
Angry eyes.
Angry eyes.
Yeah, what is that Australian fucking weird fucking voice? What is that, brother?
Just remember, Ben, you did this to yourself.
And he said Cory Booker was performative. Angry eyes.
You want to give him a D?
He's gonna get a D for being a douchebag.
Fuck this bitch.
Yeah, Cave's right. Delivery heat better delivering Dominoes.
Better off that.
That's an air horn.
Shit.
I'm not as manly as the towering black man who actually has power and influence, Ben Shapiro. Love it.
I like that the chat is roasting him.
Get him.
Presentation, Ben Shapiro. I mean, let's do it from this still right here, right? This is the perfect view of him.
I like how he's got the JD Vance blazer. It's very couch looking.
Yep.
That is
he looks like JD would be find him appealing.
Right. Don't wear that around the vice president. You might get a.
You might rub up against him.
Oh God!
And then I was covered with body,
including
Scorpion
Patriot.
And they were coming right on top of me, and within about 3 or 4 seconds, I was covered with bodies.
Oh,
I still think it's funny. I think that whole event is still hilarious, and I'm not sad.
So presentation looks that we're doing. This is his studio. This is his everything. I mean, there's a lot of gear. Mikey, you mentioned earlier he's overproduced.
Yes,
I agree. There's a bit too much, but I mean, I'd kill to have that set up, wouldn't you?
I mean, his production is very slick,
right?
But it's two cameras, the multiple cameras is a little much, don't you think?
It's not necessary for this format.
No, but it's still it's an awesome setup to have.
He's clearly his production has a lot that in it.
Yeah,
but it doesn't make him any less of a weird doof.
He's the biggest thing that brings down the presentation to me. The overproduction doesn't do that. He's the biggest thing that brings it down to me.
It's not that nice. I have that microphone.
You have that microphone? Okay.
Yeah.
So
I have the exact same one. That microphone is $49.
Okay.
They had to downgrade.
Right. They cut his little twin sister out.
His audio is pretty good.
Yeah.
I will say.
To me, everything like that all fits. He's the biggest drawback to the whole presentation because he just looks slimy, and so I give him like C+, B-, C+, because like I said, the studio to me is nice. So,
anyone else?
What were the other answers? Just
I said C. Ollie said C+.
I'll agree with this. I agree with Ollie's statements. It's a C+. It's a crisp, overdone performance that is hampered by the person actually doing it.
Yeah. If he wasn't there, if there was somebody we liked sitting there, we'd give it like an A. You know what I'm saying?
He would get a B if he actually drank the AG1 like Cody does, but he doesn't.
But he doesn't.
He's a coward.
He's not eating eggs.
I'm not eating eggs.
That one gets me every time.
Vibes.
I fucking hate this guy.
Like, it just makes me vomit a little bit.
Yeah.
So
a bit.
I want to sweep kick him so bad.
F for fascist fits again. F for fascist fits again, right?
Yeah.
F+, fascist light.
Fascist.
All the bigotry, no calories.
Yeah.
Zero.
Are we doing another screenshot?
Thank you.
You know, Vads gives you calories. He at least doesn't.
Use those for thumbnails for later.
All right. Quickly for Cory Booker. We heard some of his speech. Content.
Is this going to be just? Is this going to be one of those honorable mention type things, or is this going to be one of those actual rating
you know what?
things?
Yeah, for now, honorable mentions. We want to put Cory Booker on the board.
Yeah. So, for the accomplishment that he did and everything, like, I mean, I know his politics aren't the best for the Democratic politics and stuff like that, but this was a thing that he did. This was an accomplishment to me. Like, yeah, I'll give him an S for this.
That's a good idea, Ollie. We'll put him on honorable mentions.
So.
Yeah, I would agree with an overall S for all of it. If we were going to actually review like the highlights of this filibuster, there are certain categories that might drop him down a little bit for me, but overall as a mention, it would be an S.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that way we don't have to watch 28 hours of fucking footage to fucking review it.
Yeah.
So I'm down with that. Yeah. Oh, dude, he's a fucking.
Oh God,
he is a wealth of fucking.
Why?
Let go of the giraffe.
Oh no, we're getting a third. There we go.
Oh yeah. Oh, let me get that hand on there.
Get that tiny hand.
Yeah, let me get that hand on there. That'll be useful later.
Oh my God. We got one more video to watch, and then we can go home.
God. What kind of